What's up, my people? How you doing tonight? I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. Um, Now, this particular video may not really click with everybody. This is kind of a video more connected to somewhat my nerdy side. Okay. Now, for me, as you know, I have always used Windows, but also I used a operating system called Linux. So finally, it felt like it took forever, but finally, my favorite Linux operating system, which you can actually run off of DVD, and I'll explain that later. Okay, but my favorite Linux operating system finally upgraded, and it's called Linux Mint. And to me, Linux Mint is the easiest version of Linux for any new user or anybody that wants a second operating system that runs from a DVD. You heard me right. The full operating system runs from the DVD. You could put it into your computer, okay? Reboot your computer, and it'll just load into the DVD, and you just work off that DVD. And then once you're done, you just shut it down. It'll give you a DVD back, and when you restart your computer, you're back in Windows. It does not touch your Windows configurations or anything at all. And that's one thing I love about this version of Linux. So you can even dual boot it. And dual booting, a lot of people don't, like I said, this is going to be kind of nerdy. A lot of people don't understand dual booting. Dual booting means most people don't know that you can have more than one operating system on your computer. Okay, you can have, I know people that have three. Uh, and you can have like Windows, and then you can also on that same computer have Linux. And when you boot it up, it'll ask you which one you want to go into. You want to go into Windows or you want to go into Linux. And that's why I usually try to do boot. There's times I just went strictly Windows, there's times I went strictly Linux. But I am so excited about this because Linux Mint just does it right. And a lot of people know about Linux and they go, well, Linux, I heard that was really hard. Back in the day, it was hard. Okay, installing it had its hiccups and everything. But now, these days, there's so many versions of Linux that are super, super easy to install. I mean, they install just as easy as you install in Windows. And Linux Mint is one of those. And the latest version, I've been waiting for this version for so long. Y'all just don't know, man, because the other version was getting a little bit long in the tooth, if you know what I'm saying. And the new version is Linux Mint 19.3, okay? And it has the latest kernel. And that's important when it comes to Linux. Linux is not like Windows. Windows, a lot of times, anything that you need to find, you need to download your drivers. Well, with Linux, they try to put as many drivers in the kernel, okay, which is the heart of the operating system, of any operating system, as they can, so therefore it automatically detects your older hardware and your newer. Okay, and that's one thing that's cool about Linux. It tries to detect all old, try to make sure you have the drivers for older hardware as well as newer. Where like you get a newer version of Windows, they kind of try to get to the newer, make sure the newer drivers are in, some of the newer drivers are in the kernel, but not stuff for the older hardware. You know, it's that's a way that like Apple and Windows get you to buy new computers, and you know that they have deals with other companies, okay, instead of you keep using yours. Linux doesn't do that, okay? And that's what I like about Linux, okay? But also, it's so cool because literally you could run your whole operating system, that Linux operating system, from the DVD, okay? And once you take that DVD out, once you shut down your computer and take your DVD out, restart your computer, it goes back to your Windows. Nothing's changed. Okay, and if you decide that you want to try this out and check it out, I will put links below on how to burn a they call them ISOs, I believe. But I'll put a link to about how to do it, how to burn it from Windows, if you think you want to check it out. But I'm really excited about it, especially with the brand new. I think it's a 5.0 is the kernel version, and that means it's a brand new kernel with tons more drivers inside, which will be able to recognize a lot of my older and newer equipment. Okay, and that helps out a lot. Okay, I've been waiting for this for a while, so I'm just so excited. All right, and I will put the links too. You can literally, I'll put the links to Linux Mint, where you can literally see a slideshow. Okay, they have a slideshow and show you what it's all about and what it looks like. Okay, and it's a beautiful operating system. But to me, if anybody ever want to go to Linux, this is a good time if you ever want to check it out. But also, to me, Linux Mint is the most complete and easiest version of Linux to use. Some people are going to try to tell you Ubuntu, but I have to disagree with that. Ubuntu is like the second, and the reason for that is that once you once you upload a Ubuntu and you try to run Ubuntu, the fact is you have to install and configure some stuff, and if you're brand new, you're not gonna know what you're doing. Okay, now if you do burn a DVD with Linux Mint 19.3, it's gonna have everything on that DVD. So that's how it can run, and that's how it can run off that DVD. And that includes the Office Suite, yes. And so here's the deal: if you ever run it and you're using it, and you connect to it, you could connect to the internet with it, okay? And let's say you type up something off on that DVD, that Office Suite. All you gotta do is make sure you have a USB to save it to. That's it. So it is so cool, and I do boot. So I have both Windows 10 and Linux Mint. Now I have upgraded to Linux Mint 19.3. Okay, and I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. I'm so glad, and the new kernel has been able to pick up some of my hardware that I have in there, and it just runs so smooth. Okay, and it has a brand new look to it too. So I'm just excited. I don't know if you can tell. I'm just super excited about it. So I wanted to let y'all know who, because I know you got some nerds out there, some geeks out there that probably run Linux or plays around with it. So yeah. So I'm really excited about that, man. I was just like, when it came out way a couple days before Christmas, man. That was like an early Christmas present to me. I loved it. Shoot. And I'm enjoying it. It's so smooth. It runs so good. And also, let's say, for instance, you know somebody that might have an old PC that they're ready to throw out. You can also install like Linux Mint on it, and it just brings it back to life. Okay, and one thing people always ask, Linux itself, the operating system, have tons of free games. Most people don't know that you could download, right, and you can play. Also, what a lot of people don't know, they have a user-friendly like support group, because it's really made for experienced and new users. So they got a really good support group that are kind. They don't try to make fun of you. They work with you, show you how to do stuff, give you links to stuff. So it's pretty cool, especially like if you're trying to download some games, some free games, some free Linux native games. They'll show you how to do that, and it's pretty cool. Um, Also, if you ever want nowadays, if you ever want to play some major games, you can even do that on Linux too. So let's say you restore the old computer and you put Linux Mint on it, all you got to do is download something called Steam, and then you could just almost every game play on there. Okay, because Steam takes care of your requirements. So that's the cool thing about Steam. Steam is a free client, but the games are not free. But they have these tons of sales, man. I bought games for $3. Okay, really good games that went on sale for $3. I bought games for $10. Just I got games on Steam right now that I haven't played because I bought them on sale and I haven't even started playing the RPG games, role playing games that I haven't even started playing. But the cool thing about Steam, as you probably know about me, I usually like to buy my games on DVDs, even my movies. But the cool things about Steam is Steam lets you play offline. So you don't, once you download it and you download your game, you can play it offline. You don't have to be on the internet to play it, unless it's a internet type game like you have to connect to the internet. But most of the games they have a lot of games where you don't have to be connected to the internet. You can play online. So that's another positive thing for Linux. There's more games A games, A type of games that you can play now on Linux that you probably couldn't play in the past. So, you got Linux Mint, you got Steam. You know, you don't even need a brand new computer, nothing. Well, you rolling, okay? And even with older computers, you can do a boot if that's what you want. And if you're too scared to do boot, fine. You could just run everything off of that DVD and have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, it's good to have a DVD as a backup if your computer is messing up. And if you like anything like me, computer messes up at the time you least need it to. Okay, and your operating system back messing up, and you gotta type out something. It's good to know that you can throw that DVD in there and run off that DVD, and then finish what you got to do, and then get back to trying to fix your computer, your Windows version of your computer. So I am excited for Linux Mint 19.3. Yes, I'm loving it already. It's so smooth. And like I said, I'll put links below so you could check it out yourself if you so desire. I know this video won't go for everybody, but for those who kind of get into it or need that extra operating system on a DVD, just because you never know, hey, it's good to have an operating system also that can travel with you. Okay. Oh man, that's cool. But alright, anyway, I'll let you go. I just want to tell y'all about it and how excited I am. Alright, and I will wrap to y'all later. Alright? Please subscribe, share, especially if you feel like somebody can use this. Share it. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, you're cool with me. And I'll wrap to you later. Peace.